Hello all. Today we are going to discuss a few sets of words that confuse us. There are certain words the usage of which confuses the learners. So let us take one by one and look at the use. The very first word is each other versus one another. It's a very commonly confused set of words. Where do we use each other and where do we use one another? We will use each other when we discuss about two people or two things. For example, Raj and Aman have known each other for years. Here we are talking about two people, Raj and Aman. But when we discuss about more than two people or things, then we will use one another. For example, the three sisters had respect for one another. So here we are talking about more than two people, that is three sisters. That's why we are using one another. So each other will be used when we are talking about two people or things. One another will be used when we are talking about more than two people or things. The next set is between versus among. One of the most confused sets of words where learners make the maximum mistake. Between, we will use between when we talk about two things or two people. For example, Ajay and Sujay fought between themselves. Here we are talking about two people, Ajay and Sujay. That's why we will be using between. And among will be used when we are talking about more than two people or two things. For example, the students fought among themselves. When there are more than two people or two things involved, we will use among. And when there are only two people or two things involved, we will use between. One simple trick to remember this is look at the spelling of between. In the spelling of between, TW comes, and between is used when we are talking about two people or two things, and in the spelling of two also TW comes. So this can be a trick by which you can remember this easily. Also, the trick to remember among is in Hindi, a and among a. Okay, a is used to denote anek or adhik. In Hindi, we say when we are talking about many things, we say adhik or anek. So in that case, you can remember when we are talking about more than two people, anek, among. Okay. The next set of word that confuses us is to and towards. When do we use to and when do we use towards? We will use to when we are talking about direction and there is a certainty about it. For example, if I am saying I am going to Pune, here I am sure that I will definitely go to Pune. And when do we use towards? We use towards in case of direction, but there is a kind of uncertainty about the destination. For example, I am going towards the market. Here, I may go to the market or I may not go to the market, or I may stop at a coffee shop in the way to the market. We are not sure about the destination, that we will reach the market or not. So when there is a certainty, we will use to, and when there is a certain sense of uncertainty, we will use towards. Okay, when we are sure about reaching the destination, we will use to. I am going to Kolkata, I am going to Pune, I am going to school. But if I am saying I am going towards school, that means I may go to a museum that comes in the way of my school. So towards we will use when there is a kind of uncertainty. The next set is since and for. We will use since to denote the starting point of an action or an event. For example, it has been raining since morning. I have been studying English since childhood. It will tell you that when this event or action has started or begun. And we will use for to denote the duration of the event or action. How long? Okay, then we will use for. For example, I have been living here for 5 years. It denotes the duration of the action. That for how long I have been living here? For 5 years. Okay, so since will refer to the starting point of the action or the event, and for is used to denote the duration of the event or action, how long, for how long this activity has been going on. And the next set of word is there versus there. One of the most commonly misused, confused set of words, THERE versus THEIR. We use there, THERE, when we wish to mean that place. It's just the opposite of here. For example, the spa is over there, THERE. Also, we can use there to introduce the subject of a sentence. For example, there are many boys in the park. There are many students sitting. Okay, so whenever we want to introduce the subject of a sentence, we will use THERE, or if we wish to mean that place, then also we will use THERE. But THEIR is a possessive pronoun of they. Okay, we use it whenever we want to mean ownership or possessiveness. That means who is owning it. For example, the students took their books and went away. Here it refers that who is owning the books, that is the students. That's why we will use the word THEIR there. It means ownership. And we can also use THEIR to show relationship or to show the meaning or to mean relationship. For example, students must be respectful to their teachers. It shows the relationship, right? So THEIR and THERE, the usages are very different. THEIR we will use as a possessive pronoun, and THERE is used to mean that place. We have taken up a few of the words that confuses us today. Please let me know if it has been helpful to you. Leave your comments below. Happy learning. Thank you.